Hello, beautiful babes. Today I am doing a video for today's challenge. Oh man, there's a lot of glare in these glasses. I think I'm gonna take these glasses off. So today's challenge is all about releasing the pressure and not being so hard on yourself for not knowing fashion, for not knowing style, for not knowing fashion. Most of us are so hard on ourselves for not being fashionable, not knowing what to wear, not having style, or you think you don't have style. And how can you be hard on yourself for something you've never been taught, right? So we never went to classes about style. We never were taught, didn't have to take tests. All these things that school's about, we never had to do that for fashion. Yet this is something we're consistently being judged on day in and day out of our lives. And how unfair is that, right? So I want to tell you to just release the pressure. Release the pressure of not knowing fashion because no one taught you. Maybe the only thing that taught you was fashion magazines, and let's be honest, those fashion magazines were not focused on creating your own personal style from self-love. They were the leaders of the industry, controlling the industry, and they would tell you certain things were in style, and then the minute you got them, they would tell you that they're out. And then you would go and then get the new thing that would make you in style, make you in. And then the minute you went back to the magazines, they would tell you you were out, So it was creating a perpetual cycle of catch up and self-doubt. And this is what we now hold on to as we're older, and we haven't ever been taught otherwise. So, I kind of think of it as, when you're looking for advice, instead of going to a therapist, you're going back to the abuser for advice. That's kind of how I see this fashion magazine thing. So granted, I went to school for fashion. I did take classes, but that was a whole choice of mine. I was able to look at fashion magazines and not see the self-doubt about it. It was more about art for me. So that's where I'm here. And the Wear Joy Project is hopefully to help teach you personal style. And that is where the Wear Joy Project is, to, give you tips, give you tricks, kind of deconstruct how I got into my own personal style, how, maybe some of my other people that I feel like have, maybe mastered their personal style, how they got there, because fashion is learnable. Just know that, it's not, of course, as any talent, it lies deeper within some people or not, but it is learnable. So you can learn it. So that's what the Wear Joy Project is all about. So release that pressure, release that hard, that bit of you that's so hard on yourself for not knowing exactly what to wear, because no one taught you, right? No one was there holding your hand the whole time. So the Wear Joy Project is about teaching you and helping you find your own personal style. So, let's talk about fashion versus style. So these are my own definitions. So fashion, to me, high fashion is the type of fashion where you are kind of more paying attention to what the designers are putting out, what might be the newest thing in the stores, and that's what you're buying. That is the fashion part. So you're buying the fashion because that's what how you want to create your style. And that's fine too. If you have the money and that's what you want to do, and you want to go out and buy just the hottest, the latest, the brand names, that's totally fine as well. But there's also personal style. So personal style is what the Wear Joy Project is all about. The personal style comes from here, comes from within, comes from being an extension of your personality, of who you are, of what you feel inside, maybe what you feel like that day. And that's what personal style is about. And that is what the goal for Wear Joy is to get you to your own personal style. So It's learnable. So we're rewinding the mind. We're rewiring what we've been taught and teaching you new things, rewiring what's going on up here to make sure it comes out beautifully here. And I'm just so happy you're on this journey. And I just wanted to make this video to say, don't be so hard on yourself. Release the pressure. Today's challenge is really making that promise, making the promise of focusing on releasing the pressure and not being so hard on yourself when it comes to style. So in the comments, just comment below, you know, I promise to work on it, or I hear you, Casey, let's do this, or whatever you want to comment. You know, I promise that I will work on not being so hard on myself. Just whatever it is, if it's an affirmation, if it's just a comment, whatever it is, like, I just want you to know, like, I'm here to say, don't be so hard on yourself. And we're going to have a good time. Fashion is all about having a good time, and that is what we're going to do. So thank you guys for being part of the Wear Joy Project. And I will see you soon.